The inventor of Bitcoin created two things. One was the application.
Satoshi.
Yeah, the group. One was the application Bitcoin, and the other thing was the underlying technology, the blockchain. So in 2012, I and many others in the space decided that we should put more applications on this trustworthy, shareable, collaboration enhancing database system.
These are not desirable jobs. They are not the jobs that people want, which made me think that there are so many hundreds of thousands of restaurants that you yourself, your company, could actually play a deflationary role in this economy.
Yeah, for sure. And if you think about it, Jim, like right now, the restaurant industry, as we're sitting here talking, there may be 250,000 locations right now as we're talking, where human beings are cooking essentially the same kind of food in the same kind of way. So it's kind of the world's largest distributed factory base, if you will, okay? And the restaurant industry is kind of lagging a lot of other industries in terms of adopting automation and adopting these kind of cost-cutting technologies. So we're early days. We're at the forefront of fundamentally changing how food is cooked in America and frankly, the rest of the world. And it's not a matter of taking over all the functions. We look at it and we think, okay, there are some tasks that humans are naturally better at. For example, interacting and working with other humans. But there are tasks like the fry station. Imagine if there's 4 different fryers, 2 baskets each. A human being is just not intrinsically very good at managing 8 baskets at once, each one with a short cook cycle. We look at that as just a natural use of technology and automation in the restaurant industry. And so we're off to the races automating, starting with the fry station, moving on.
The biggest question maybe in economics and politics of the coming decades will be what to do with all these useless people. The problem is more boredom and what to do with them and how will they find some sense of meaning in life when they are basically meaningless, worthless.
Welcome to the Cryptoteacher. And guys, I come back with that video just to make you think. And automation is coming. And we know we had Jim Cramer. All these people don't want these type of jobs. Nobody wants these jobs. Teenagers don't want to work anymore. Guys, they're creating useless people. Remember, over the next 2 years, we're going to have a wave of layoffs. Remember, this is building time. Shemitah starts the building of the 4th Industrial Revolution. But the NWO creates the problem. Wait for the reaction and run in with the solution. And we know that solution is cryptocurrencies and automation. And that's the reason why we're going to get this main event to distract the sheep. And we have CNBC again, playing the Hegelian dialectic. Crypto is for gambling. Guys, we see all the use cases that we see in this space. We see the digital economy being formed. That's the reason why I started this channel, because I knew we were going to be moving from the legacy market over to the 4th Industrial Revolution. The NWO is going to keep playing the Hegelian dialectic in the media so the masses won't invest. They're too scared to invest. They're working hard for their money. They can't afford to lose it. And the same thing goes with the stock market. That's the reason why the masses don't invest in the stock market unless it's tied to their 401k or pension. If the masses would wake up, study finances, this whole game would be over. And remember, the Cryptoteacher told you, because he knows when it comes to the New World Order, it's all planned out. You have a wonderful day.
What is that for crypto? What is a use case that is better than something that exists today?
Well, I think actually the first thing to be said is that even if it's purely an internal game, right, where people are gambling on different tokens that have no meaning outside the token world, actually gambling is a big business. And so that could be worth something. Gaming is another big business. And we've seen how play to earn assets at times have...
Why is it better than gambling or gaming? I mean, even if you're gambling with crypto, what we've seen over the last few months is it's really hard to get your money back in some cases.
Well, I mean, if it's a system for gambling that people find attractive, I mean, people go gambling, they go to a regular casino in Las Vegas, they exchange their dollars for some kind of casino chips, right? Think of that as a token. And this is just like an online version of it. If it's very sophisticated,
but there is online gambling. There already is online gambling.
Right. So why not have some more? Why not have a new kind? Why not have one where you go and
Because it's supposed to be better than the one that exists, right? Is it better? Is gambling through crypto better than gambling on an online platform?
Well, I think when you see a new project like Uniswap go from zero to being worth at 1.14 billion, it's now down quite a bit, but it's still in the multiple billions. It's telling you that people are using this thing, right? And so, the market's verdict on your question is, yes, it's better. People like it more.
But we're going to a different economy, and we're going to be learning more about that as we go. But clearly, we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign.
This effort. And China has big plans for this. They intend to seed their digital yuan into the global environment by giving it away to visitors at next winter's Olympics. When they arrive at the airport, they're going to get yuan digital wallets. They're going to receive digital yuan. They're going to use it throughout their visits to Beijing, and then they're going to take it back to their home countries. They see this as a huge advantage. Why? Because who controls the underlying protocols, who controls the underlying standards of the future of money will control the future of money.
Most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation to come. Steve Jobs. And guys, I truly believe in this. When you look at the New World Order, they're the storytellers. And that's the reason why I wrote my New World Order book. But guys, now it's time to change the current generation. And I wrote 3 kids' books. I love the Trinity because I understand the power that's in it. So I have 3 books. We have an opportunity to change the generation, to educate, not just me, but I want to show you that I take action on a daily basis. And I want you to take action on a daily basis. Whether it's your job, whether it's in your community, we have an opportunity right now to educate the masses. I posted this on my Twitter account. Please share, but this is a short clip of the 3 books. There's going to be a clothing line and action figures. Please get these books for your kids, nephews, cousins, friends, so therefore we can start the re-education now. Because as we see, the 4th Industrial Revolution foundation is definitely here. Robots, algorithms, drones, taking humanity out the picture. We have to re-educate. But let's get into the video.
Part 1. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save the village. Part 2. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save New York from COVID 33. Part 3. King Joshua and Grandma Tam goes to China.
It's mandatory to get part 1, part 2, and part 3 of this series. It's time to re-educate Generation Z.